Tonight's top story, deep freeze. The capital region experiencing temperatures we haven't seen in quite a while, and it's more than just uncomfortable, it can be downright dangerous. Our Chris Gloninger spent part of the day with the Schenectady Fire Department, now battling all kinds of extreme temperatures. He joins us with more now. Chris?
Jerry, it's already colder. High temperatures peaking out somewhere between 10 and 11 degrees this afternoon. And we're already on our way back down. You can see the current air temperatures at 6.8, 6.9 degrees. And we have a little bit of a light breeze. Our wind chill now is at about 4 degrees or 5 degrees below zero. So that's what it feels like if you don't have your hat on, your scarf on, or your gloves, and that's uncomfortable and it can be dangerous. It's not terrible though. I mean, if you put things in perspective, Mount Washington in New Hampshire, the wind chill was 86 degrees below zero this morning. Regardless though, if you have to be out in the elements, it can be dangerous, and that's what it takes when you're a firefighter when it's this cold.
Our performance diminishes in cold weather.
Schenectady Fire Chief Michael Dailey told me that as long as water's flowing, there aren't too many problems.
As soon as the temperature gets below 40 degrees, we're affected by the cold.
That's when you start seeing hypothermia, and when the temperatures go below zero, there can be even bigger troubles.
Pumps freeze. Hoses freeze.
You might think that a frozen hydrant's an issue. It can be if there's a leak, but the chief tells us there's a mechanism inside the hydrants that actually drains them out after being used.
When you realize that the hose is frozen solid, what's the effect upon us as well?
That's extremely infrequent, as apparatus has heated pumps and our firefighters have special cold weather training.
Many of our firefighters carry what's known as a cold weather bag.
Inside the bag, a hood, hats, gloves, socks, sweatshirts to keep you warm when it looks like this. This fire was back in 1988. The high temperature, only 20 degrees when this was shot. The low was only 4. Although last year was snow-free, it was cold. This Schenectady fire was on January 4th. The high was in the low 20s with the low temperatures in the single digits. This fire occurred 15 days later with very similar temperatures. Everything covered in ice. Another hazard with the ice, slip and falls.
I know of one firefighter who was out over a year due to a fall, and he is back to work now, thankfully, but it sometimes can take a long time to recover.
That 1 year is critical for firefighters, so that means the Schenectady Fire Department had to deal with one less firefighter for an entire year. Your skin is made up of, your body's made up of between 55 and 75% water, so frostbite and hypothermia in these conditions can be pretty much of a big concern. I want to show you, this is a t-shirt that we're going to soak down just to experiment and show you what can happen to your skin if you're outside and you don't have your gloves and your hat. And we'll be putting this outside. We'll be checking on it coming up on the CBS 6 News tonight at 6 o'clock. For now, we are live in Niskayuna. Meteorologist Chris Gloninger, CBS 6 News.